Okay, here we go. Good morning or good evening for some of our viewers. At least for Phylum, it's 7 o'clock.
7:30 sharp.
7:30. Yeah, welcome to another Shaftastic TV stream. Yeah, we have the SPEC Quake League week 2 with featured matches today. We've got 3 in the planning. We start off with Division 2, mickzerofive versus SpudHunter, followed up by Division 1, Mike, AK Feedwind versus the Sea. And our last match will be also Division 1, Ruby versus Strules. And today, I'm joined by the legendary Phylum.
Thank you so much. I'd say it's fantastic to be here. I'm excited to jump on. I always love casting these Aussie games. You know, we've got a fantastic lineup today. It's great to be here. You guys are doing a great job with the production of all this.
Thanks. Yeah, it's just like a year ago, we started... me, Jones, and Lycrofinus, we were casting tourneys on our own channel at the same time. So at some point we thought, why not just join forces and not spread the viewer count? And we've been going strong since then, and it's really great that Kowachi Cups has invited us to provide you guys these games.
Yeah. Well, as we've all seen in the last few days, right? Australia, we've got some pretty talented guys. I know last week the games were popping off. You know, I'm sure lots of people were checking out Zeniku's games over the weekend at QuakeCon. Zeniku looking really strong at the moment. You know, big shout outs to Zen out there, putting Australia on the map. But we've got loads of fantastic players down here. You know, I'm excited today, getting to show off Mike, aka Feetwind, Strules, 2 really strong players, 2 players that have really... you know, whenever I've played them, I always get very, very frustrated, right? Because they know all the little details of the map so well. You know, Mike, he'll send out like a homing missile Pika from his stroke play, and he will just hunt you down at the worst spot, and you'll take 100 damage within the first minute of the map, and then the whole map just gets away from you. You know, they've got their attention to detail is great, and their understanding of the game of Quake Champions is great. So yeah, a really great chance to get to showcase some of these guys who just absolutely love the game.
Cool. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to today. Let's if you guys who are watching at home or at the toilet or somewhere in your bunker, you can say !bracket, and you will get a post with the links for all division. We will start off with Division 2. In the middle you will see all the matches that have already been played with colors, and on the right side we see the current standing, and we start off with the TheSpudHunter versus mickzerofive. And let's see, the TheSpudHunter is shared second place, and mickzerofive is on shared third place, as I see.
Yeah, you know, these 2 guys, they're big community figures in the Australian world. Spud used to run tournaments in Australia, you know, back in the early days of his stream, when he was basically just a Quake Champions stream. mickzerofive has been around forever. He ran community events for years. He helped organize LANs. You know, he's a really great guy. He's done a lot for Australian Quake. mickzerofive probably best known as a player for playing on a team with Fraser and Kammer. Okay, that's kind of his claim to fame. And so he's in this weird place where he's played on teams that have done exceptionally well, and people like to write him off as just being the teammate of Fraser and Kammer. Whereas if you ask Mick, he's the greatest Quake player who's ever lived, right? He's got the best rail in Australia, according to himself. You know, he is a prolific shit talker in the Australian scene. But I think he is a really good player, and he kind of gets overshadowed by having played with really good teammates.
Okay, SpudHunter, if you're watching, you're not in game right now. So if you want to play this game, start your client.
Yeah, look, he might be having internet issues. That is not unheard of in the world of Australia. Let me see. I've just sent him a message. We'll see if we can find him.
Okay.
He's a man of mystery, you know, as evident from the mask.
Well,
Cool. So, do you have much experience watching these guys? You know, I mean, you're obviously familiar with the SpudHunter. I think everyone in the Quake world is. Have you seen mickzerofive play before?
Yeah, I've catched a game of them during. It was not a league, but just an impromptu cup last month, and yeah, like SpudHunter is really good. The same goes for mickzerofive. I only watched one game of them, and I saw the SpudHunter playing Nyx on Deep Embrace, which was an interesting pick from my side. In the end, it was really close, but yeah, looking forward to what they will bring today. What is your in-game, Nick, by the way?
Oh yeah, PHY1UM. That's a good point.
PHY1?
1UM.
Yeah, there we go.
Awesome, and I have just made sure I'm signed into Twitch so that I can vote all of my hard-earned channel points on these games. I did very, very well last week betting on Donna. Just kidding. He lost me all my points.
Yeah, I'm still curious where the lost points go to, because sometimes there's no one voting for the winner, but I don't have a big bank with channel points right now, so I think they go to Twitch.
The house always wins, right? All right. Oh.
Yeah, as soon as
Mike's ready to bet on mickzerofive.
Let's see. Do we have any signal from the bunker of SpudHunter?
The bunker's gone dark. Nothing coming up.
And he's also not on Discord. Then we might just...
He was online on Discord a second ago. He's just gone idle. Yeah, he said at 7 that he was gonna play his AQL game and maybe stream it. Weird. Oh, all right. Well, look, we're gonna see the SpudHunter play, hopefully. Oh, he's got 2 minutes. Sorry, my sense of time is really bad today. I feel like it's 8 o'clock already. My
Yeah, he still has 2 minutes, so don't rush him. Okay, yeah. Well, then we'll show just picks and bans on stream, and
yeah. Well, I mean, obviously, you know, you're playing the SpudHunter. He is infamous for his Doom Guy play. So that's always a good character to ban against him. You know, Doom Guy, a lot of utility, a lot of options for moving around. Some of the more popular maps, especially like Awoken, becomes a real beast. Deep Embrace, lots of good options for moving around as Doom Guy. The picks and bans have been done. They've been done.
yeah, I'll spam it in chat.
Beautiful.
Yeah, like we started with the Veil of Nath, where mickzerofive spent Strock and Peeker. The SpudHunter is playing BJ Blazkowicz against the heavy Q of mickzerofive. So I think that this is a pretty good pick against the heavy. I'm still interested.
If you're gonna play, sorry.
Yeah, but,
you go ahead.
Yeah, but I do think it's a weird first pick. Or weird. It's not the meta, right? You usually see it as an answer to a heavy, but maybe the SpudHunter already knew what mickzerofive was gonna play.
If it's up, Keel is a safe pick. You know, like it's a fairly safe pick that the kill is gonna get taken. So yeah, like Keel very on brand. I'm excited to see how Spud approaches BJ. He's gonna have to pick some ballsy fights with it, and really get good utility from the dual wield. But again, like you said, coming into the big wide hitbox of a Keel, it's gonna be pretty easy to smash.
True. And the second map will be Corrupted Keep, where SpudHunter has banned Death Knight, which is a great thing to do. But there is still another burst damage champion on the board, and mickzerofive picks it up in the form of Ranger, and the SpudHunter answers it with Galena.
Yeah, you can't ask for a more classic matchup on Corrupted Keep. This has pretty much been like these picks are good in 2017. Did Corrupted Keep come out? You know, there's never been a time when you wouldn't see this kind of pick on this map.
Yeah, like the Galena is just really strong. Also, because of the spawn system, it's like if you know it's a small map, so if you win a fight, but it was a dirty fight, it's very a good thing to have the pocket heal near you. And on the other hand, you can also use it to get that totem economy going at the lightning gun.
Mm-hmm.
But the burst damage of Ranger, it comes out of nowhere.
Yeah, if we don't see a fat juicy orb to finish off a frag somewhere in there, I'll be very disappointed. Yeah, you know, just getting a free entrance into a fight every 30 to 40 seconds if you want to take it, like it's really important. And if Mick gets good usage out of it, I think it's a lot more valuable than the totems are. But you have to use it really, really well to extract that value. So it's a really interesting matchup. There's going to be a lot to talk about in that one for sure.
Oh, yeah, and if we go to a tiebreaker, we won't see Doom because that one is removed by mickzerofive.
It's a very good ban.
True, yeah. And the SpudHunter has the frustrating Eisen. And the answer of mickzerofive is the information with Visor.
Yeah, this matchup, you know, I don't love either of these characters at the moment on this map, I guess. Like, I would say there are much stronger characters, but of course, coming down to this last, this last pick, you have a much more limited pool to take from. So Eisen here can be really good in the Mega Room, basically, right? There are lots of places where you can set up the turret, kind of catch opponents coming off guard, make them make hard decisions about where they're focusing their attention, bleed off a lot of damage, while you're picking the fight you want, or just kind of wasting time so that you can get a more clean Mega. Visor, a solid pick on every map, but not the best pick on any map.
I'm starting a prediction for if the SpudHunter is going to appear in the next 5 minutes.
Yeah, that sounds like a good way to bet our channel points. Better than the actual game. Sweet. Yeah, I mean, hopefully after all that talk of the picks and bans and getting into what the maps will actually be, we do actually see the SpudHunter show up and play it.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Spud was in his Discord. Hold on. Oh, actually, you know what? He said... Where was it? He said at 7:15 that he was playing in 30 minutes. So you could interpret that as him rounding up or him rounding down. That's very ambiguous because he's half an hour out. Oh no. Someone get Spud on the phone.
But he's 30 minutes behind. But that's not a time zone, right? It's just
Yeah.
It's not a time zone.
He's in a different time zone. It's not just the ping. Right.
Yeah, and the funny thing, we could say something about the QPL, but we don't. We both have not just finished the whole stream yet. I still have 4 or 5 hours to go.
No, I've been watching through it. I didn't get much of a chance to watch any Quake today. I do have a video going up on YouTube talking about the Zeniku Spuddy games that I recorded yesterday. It's uploaded, it's ready to go. I just need to hit the button and make a sick thumbnail. But yeah, no, I got a lot of games to catch up on. I'm going to record a few more videos to go. I'm taking tomorrow off work, so I'm going to get some recording done then, which is going to be exciting.
Yeah, as soon as this is done, I'm going to spend the rest of the day catching up. I am... Let's see, it was... no, Vanguard just beat it, Racy. That's where I am at the winner bracket.
Did I see Zeniku kill some? No, I just watched Zeniku Cypher. That's where I'm at. And that game was amazing. Like, Zen did some really cool stuff there. Some of my favorite pushes in the whole of all the games I've seen so far, like really interesting commits. There was that moment on Molten Falls, and I hope people in chat paid as much attention to this as I did, but there's a moment where Zen, I think near the heavy armor, just made like a really good push with the LG out, where he just knew that Cypher would kind of have the wrong gun or be moving kind of weirdly, and it was really nice. It was really nice.
Yeah, but I do think Cypher was on multi-falls on the slash, right?
Yep.
Zeniku, he trusts too much on his rail, especially against such a fast champion. He got, he railed and then missed, and the slash was already in his face.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there are bad places to get caught. But also with Molten Falls, Rafa versus Avec on Molten Falls was incredible. Absolute masterclass of just dominating that map. Oh, it was huge. It was huge.
But you still have to finish it, so you don't know how it will end.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. No spoilers then.
No, I know Zeniku's fate. I have seen a few things.
Yeah, but his fate isn't sealed in that match.
No. It's hard to not have things spoiled in Aussie Quake chat rooms talking about Zeniku. Yeah, Rail champions, says Jailwins. That's one assessment.
Well, we have 61% on no, 39 on yes. I can't see who voted. It would be fun if the TheSpudHunter voted himself.
Oh, it would be excellent. Can I vote? Am I just... Anyway. It would be a pity. Mick's here. He's ready. He's hungry. Someone call him on Discord.
I messaged him. I might call him, but... But yeah, no, then the webcams on the stream will go wonky. Well, then I'll just name drop the followers. Monster Chew, thanks for the follow. Jill Wins, thanks for the follow. And Katy Perry fan number 11, thank you for the follow. So she has at least 11 fans.
Oh, how's everyone finding the new Quake release on Steam, by the way? New graphics, new engine.
I didn't have it on Steam, so I bought it for 10 European euros. And yeah, looking forward to play it. The purists are not really that fond of it. But I think it's the same with the Doom 64 port. The main goal was to get it on the consoles. And on the PC, you can still start the old one.
Yeah, exactly. It's still just like geoquake.exe from 1997, I think, right?
Yeah.
Akai says, does the new release movement feel strange, or is it just me compared to N-Quake? So this is... There's a really big difference in how movement works between Quake World and Quake 1. Like, they're fairly different in how they handle, I think, the way jumping gets buffered when you hit the ground. So essentially in Quake World, you don't have friction applied I think if you time your jump right. Like, so if you pre-jump, if you buffer a jump before you hit the ground, you jump, you lose no speed, and that's why bunny hopping's so powerful. But in Quake 1 and Netquake, there is some friction applied, so bunny hopping is kind of nerfed a bit. So basically, Quake and Quake World clients will just feel different to this. Very, very different. But it does also kind of feel different, I think, to the original Quake 1 somehow. I'm not totally sure. It's all very hard to feel, right? And I'm not sure how much of it's like placebo.
Yeah, I did not play Quake 1 on that kind of level, but yeah, I'm sure I like Noctis said some things about like that the speedrunners, they really feel it, right? Those subtle differences.
Yeah, it seems like the engine's like fully reconstructed, right? So I don't know. I nerd out about the software architecture of Quake 1. I think it's a really well-designed code base, and if you're interested in programming, go read it. But it does seem like a lot of stuff's been re-engineered.
Yeah, I think it's just completely replaced with the PEX engine, right? Because it's Night Dive Studios, and they did the same for Turok. Blood, all kinds of rage. They even did the seventh guest on the. And their PEX engine is just a renderer that supports a lot of old school techniques, but with the integration and the socials and apparently also the Bethesda. Your Bethesda account, because I think now you need it if you want to play multiplayer and stuff.
Yeah,
but you do have the matchmaking, right? So that's actually awesome.
The matchmaking, it's a little bit jank, but it does work. But it looks like multiplayer doesn't work on Linux, which is disappointing. So I haven't been able to try out the multiplayer. But yeah, like Netquake multiplayer is something else. There are Americans that still love it, like to this day, and those people are weird. But like proper Netquake, right? It has no netcode. You know, if you press forward and you have 100 milliseconds of ping, it takes 100 milliseconds until you see that movement on your screen. You know, it's insanely weird.
I just asked Schools, do we wait or do we switch matches? But in chat somebody saying is that Spuddy is alive. Yeah, he has a green dot in Discord.
He's going green. Sweet. Alright, hopefully we get to see this game.
Yeah.
But no, I've actually never played the Quake 1 expansion pack, so I'm excited to smash them out. Probably tomorrow if I've got the day off work.
Yeah, it does look awesome, right? The trailer in 4K on my big TV. On the other, I really would also like an RTX edition or something like they did with Quake 2.
Quake 2 was basically like a tech demo for lighting. Anyway, it's like I don't know, like Quake 2, some of the rooms you're like, yeah, cool, you've got colored lights, and it's just like blue and red, like they've got stuff everywhere. I think Quake 1 was a lot more conservative with how it's lit, so it would be a bit of a different undertaking. Like, they'd probably have to rebuild the maps and relight them to really take advantage of it. Oh, hey Mo, shout out to us for keeping you guys interested. I love it. You know, we wouldn't have anything to bounce off without a fantastic chat.
On the QPL streams, everybody starts complaining, but we have a very decent chat right now. Oh, it's actually a 50-50 split. He did not appear in the next 5 minutes, so you can be a referee, Phylum. If he appears now, is it still a yes or is it a no?
He's just gone online on Quake Champions, and I say that's a no. He's just gone offline on Quake Champions. I reckon the people who said no win that bet, hands down.
Aha, okay, there we go. The outcome is no. I demand a retrial. But then we need 8 jury members. XCow was here, or XQ Cow was here. Thanks for the follow. Another 5 minutes. Everyone wants to get their channel points. Another 5 minutes.
Can we bet on the actual match too? Now we're only betting on player timeframes tonight. Ah, cool. Yeah, he's got capture card issues. He's resetting his sound. All right. Any minute now. Any minute now. Oh, but yeah. So we've got half the population of Australia tuning in today because we're all in lockdown and we have nothing better to do with our evenings. So it's great to see the guys are rolling in to support the show.
Yeah, it's actually funny. As soon as I used your name on Twitter, it got so much likes. So
I'm more than just a pretty face.
you're still something that brings in the money if you put your name on the poster. So
That's it. Carefully curated my reputation over the years. Awesome. All right, we have a lot of assurance in the chat right now that Spud's on his way, which is excellent. I don't know if he'll be warmed up, but you know, hopefully he's done some gamer stretches. Hopefully he's feeling pretty fresh. I don't know if you know, right? So the SpudHunter played on a team with Python for 2v2 TDM in, I think, 2018. So he kind of entered like the hyperbolic time chamber that is practicing alongside Python. He learned a lot about the game, and his performance kind of like, you know, turned into a vertical bar for a few weeks, I think. He just absorbed so much knowledge from the god. Yeah, I think you guys saw Python last week, right? You saw Python versus Dandy King?
yeah, he actually also was mentioned by DJ Reed during the QPL. So
Python?
yeah, he said the legendary Python. You guys remember him, right? Yeah, I do. I saw him last week. And he's also
people don't realize, right? So Python went to like WCG 2000 and 2001, I think, or 2001 and 2002. He went to some of the earliest Quake 3 events, and like all the old European players who were watching those events back then, you know, like they remember him because he had such a ballsy style. He would make rocket jumps. He was a very creative player, like even to this day. You know, he's really, really fun to play against. He's delightful to watch. And yeah, like people talk about him like he's some old legend, but he's still here in Australia, Div 1.
Yeah, and then the King was also name dropped in the same, almost the same sentence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Dandy King a bit more recent, and it is sad that, you know, Dan wasn't able to pursue the QPO schedule. But yeah, a good few years there, you know, he was pushing around some of the top dogs in Quake Champions. It was always so exciting. Yeah.
Okay, we here.
Oh, Spud is ready.
Indeed. I think Game Capture will just hook in. Yeah, there we are. And everyone is ready. Let's create the lobby. We are playing Time Limit Duel.
All right, we have Keel versus BJ on Veil. What do we think, chat? Is the BJ gonna just have the raw power to punch through the brick wall of Keel, or is mickzerofive's pineapple play gonna wear this one down? Right? It's such a steep fight up against this Keel.
Yes. Aspects out, right? Where I have a beautiful ping of 284.
I promise I ping more to your region. It goes worse the other way for some reason.
Okay, everything is set. Let's go.
Yeah, initial spawns are going to be pretty key here. You know, if Spud has like a trick up his sleeve for some kind of, you know, like big early play, if he gets the rocket spawn, I think, you know, he's probably going to fight pretty hard to stop the kill getting onto the rockets early, and you know, try and make a play with the rocket launcher, potentially with the dual wield, like try and get something early, especially if he has the super shotgun as well. The keel, I think you just play Keel, right? Like, I don't think Keel's approach to this map really changes too much depending on who you play. You are a walking damage fortress.
And yeah, the TheSpudHunter has to dodge a lot of pineapples, especially on those dark tight corridors.
Oh, it's excellent. This is the first Quake Champion stream I've done since I've had my new PC, and that means that I now no longer take 2.5 minutes to load into every single map. So that's nice. I no longer keep everyone waiting. I used to have this game on a hard disk drive, and now it's all it's all the SSD life. All right, you can take us away off this first map.
Okay, yeah, I'm on Spuddy to begin with. He has the armor spawn, collects the light, and then slaps that heavy on his chest. Yeah, he's scared away from the rocket launcher, so he gets a railgun though. Now we have
Yeah, so what I think is interesting about that spawn, I really think Spud should have gone for rockets first, because now, you know, he's fighting uphill. He doesn't have the weapon that he needs to stand up to Mick here, and Mick is just going to bully him around and do whatever he wants. You know, Spud's really relying on hitting a rail there, and even if he hits it, he's still in a pretty bad spot.
Yeah, well, the damage from above is great. Mike Zero was out of LG during that jump, and that's why he switched to the rocket launcher. It was a Mewtwo in the end. Yeah, they meet again.
There, you can see the power of having that rocket launcher when your opponent doesn't, especially when you have a beautiful pineapple like that as well. Like, Mick's prediction there is just huge. But yeah, Mick comes through here. He has no real concern. Spud hits great rockets, but the stack of Keel is too great. And, you know, with both these items coming up, Spud does need to put pressure down. Actually makes it work. So, I mean, just a scrappy opening, right?
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that TheSpudHunter did so much damage with the starter machine gun. Like, Mike Zero just overstays his welcome. He gets the heavy after he gets the mega health and does a ton of damage to mickzerofive. He isn't able to chase it up though. Mike Zero number 5. I'm gonna say that a lot. It's actually the escape ninja. He also has now a light on his chest.
I don't like this push up the bounce pad, but he catches Mick with the rail out, so it pays off really well for him. And I think he actually, he probably can't get too keen with the spawn fragging here. Mick's gonna come through. Easy decision for Mick there, right? Like, he drops down, he falls away, he takes no damage. I don't think he was ever at too much risk of anything crazy happening. Spud didn't have a load of HP to be like setting up for a trap or anything. Nice positions here for Spud. Lovely angles with this rail. If Mick can't come through this teleporter now, that rocket prediction is amazing. Like, that just buys Spud a free mega, and then he can take that over to the heavy armor and spend it there.
Yeah, Spuddy has a few seconds to go to the heavy. Oh, Mike Zero just walked away from it. Yeah, it was the same thing to do, but still he overstayed his welcome. Spuddy had a nice LG on him. And he's searching for scraps.
Oh.
Yeah, I do.
Spud's gonna...
That's
Sorry, I was so sure we were going to see a push there.
Yeah, yeah, I was thinking the same, right? He has control and he does great damage, but he lets mickzerofive off the hook. And yeah, he still needs a frag to tie this one up.
Yeah, it's scary making the push because, like, even when you get the frag, you know the kill's gonna spawn somewhere with a gun and be able to push in on that next mega or heavy. So Spud's caught between a rock and a hard place. He needs to maintain control of these items because he really does want this stack, you know. But he also needs to keep the pressure on, because if he, every small armor that the kill takes, it just makes your advantage less important. This is a huge commitment from Mick and a big entrance shot. Oh.
Oh yeah, he does steal the heavy. He might. He disappears into pink mids. But I think the last fight, mickzero just he should have gone through the TP and escaped the fight. Oh, now he pushes SpudHunter away from the mega health.
Spud needs to be really careful here because, like, he goes for this shot, but it's going to cost him the heavy. Or not. Yeah, no, surely. Mick
Nice.
does play in there. I thought he'd left it too late, but I thought I'd cursed it there for a bit, but Mick comes in, and yeah, I mean, back at a tied game, it's going to be hard for Spud to hold on to this position now. Mick is going to be charging through here, and he's going to have basically no regard.
Oh, the pineapple and the rocket combo. And he pushes him away from the mega health. Oh, is Spuddy just hanging out there? Trying to force something.
Ooh, solid OG from Mick. Yeah, that was an interesting commitment. I think maybe just overestimating how much damage he'd done a little bit. Like, that can be a really good play, but I think there it was not quite the play he hoped it would be.
They're both doing a crazy amount of damage. But half of the map played. Spuddy is in position to take the mega health. Mike is setting up a tent for the heavy. Ah, but he gets spotted out. It's a nice string of LG from SpudHunter.
And he can get in.
They just want all the major items. They don't care about their health. They just want it.
You know, in like a really crappy horror movie where they kind of bait you out, they're like, oh, nothing's gonna happen, and then they come back in at the last second. I feel like that's the last, like the two heavy armors. It feels like they're gonna leave, and then they come back in and get the frag. Alright, Mega coming up. Mick has no presence on the map here. Spud's gonna come in from this Mega. He's gonna barrel his way down to heavy. I don't even know if Mick's gonna try and have a presence here. I would love to see him just go for the rail. And Spud doesn't want it. He says, Mick, stack yourself up. We'll have a nice gentleman's fight over this next Mega, probably.
Yeah, I don't think you should put more focus on the heavy, especially playing against the heavy. But the SpudHunter just left the heavy and went for the mega health. Like, if you're such a big target, you need that. As a lifeline.
He's mistimed the heavy.
LG, fight. Oh yeah.
He 100% does not realize when that item was taken. Oh no, that's a really bad time for that to happen as well. Mick gets pretty good damage. The stacks are actually quite even, but Mick can stack back up more just with that higher natural armor cap. This is a good catch for Mick, but a beautiful pop of the dual wield. Spud going down, but takes a fair chunk of Mick with him. The pineapples could be a saving grace here, but not quite enough.
No, look at the last second of that fight just went in SpudHunter's favor. He loses out on the heavy though, and he still needs one frag to tie this one up. And again, yeah, he needs his lightning gun to remove that armor. Oh. And wow, he's actually walking away. No rocket hit, only some splash damage.
Both of these players are walking towards that LG when they're looking for spawn damage, and it's so dangerous. This is a good commitment. He's going to make way more than way more damage than the Mega can provide in health. Armor coming up. Mick should be pretty good to stabilize off of this.
Yeah, he can't even push, but he jumps down with the railgun out. Wow, and SpudHunter is there to seal the deal on the tying frag with his rockets.
Yeah, that was not quite the right time to push. Spud just anticipated that way too well. Mick getting in aggressive again. I'm sure that Spud can defend this, and actually doesn't make much damage, but Spud has time to get up. Surely he's going to make his way up to Mega.
Yeah, he has to dual wield. He does the same trick as the last rotation. But is the heavy this time going to Spuddy?
Oh, see, Mick jumps there, like before he can even see around the corner that Spud's there. You've got to look before you leap. You've got to
it's going to be straight.
Going to be there. That is just so scrappy. I love it.
No! It's actually Mike who gets the better spawn by getting greeted by 2 rocket launchers that were left by the bodies. And now Spuddy gets the mega health. Oh, he's going to fight. He can also take position for the heavy and take full control in the last minute. He still needs a frag though.
Yeah, we've got to watch Spud as he's chasing this down. I reckon he's going to go through. This looks like the best situation he's going to get. Mick puts himself in a really bad corner. He just says to Spud, hey, you know, you want to tie this game up? Here's your perfect opportunity.
And Spuddy, yeah, I think he was actually hunting for the spawn frag, but this makes that Mike gets the follow major item.
Here come the fight.
Spud really committing to this OG, even when he has no ammo, misses his jump across to heavy, mid-air
It
rocket.
was all tactical.
What a nice finish. Spud's got to really be careful with his positioning here. Moves a little bit awkwardly. Surprised that Mick doesn't look for the exit shot after he hears the drop down into the acid.
Oh, what is... Wow, Spuddy, 15 seconds, and he's out in the open. But...
Nah, well, he wants the timers because the dual rockets are going to let him defend pretty much any situation. If he stands at telly here, yeah, he can't be fragged. Surely he can't be fragged. Oh, the swap to OG.
Ow! Oh no, in the face, and he explodes.
Okay, Spud can't go for OG. He can't do it. He does it, and Mick wasn't there to punish, but that could easily cost you the sudden death.
Oh no, he's stuck in a bad place, but he actually escapes. But is it enough to evade his death? Mega health's up.
Again, this is a dicey position. He's here at the wrong time. A clutch rail
Oh,
would
he
win it.
gets it!
Spud.
What?
Was that 1 HP? That may have been 1 HP. That was ridiculous. That was disgusting. I love it. That's one of the scrappiest Dale of Nuts I've seen. And I don't mean that in like a bad way. I mean like those guys were there to frag, and I am here for it.
It was highly entertaining. Especially, like, if someone was still sleepy, well, this was just our wake up.
Yeah, it's such a weird map to play. You know, there's no other map quite like it. But overall, the thing I would say to both of those players, when you're looking for spawn damage towards OG, you have to decide, are you on the OG or are you spamming it from down below? Because too many times those guys are pushing up those stairs, and it's just so easy to get owned while you do that.
Yeah, we go to a corrupted keep where Mike has Ranger and Spuddy has Elena. Let's see. They are ready to rumble.
This is going to be tight. You know, like Corrupted Keep is the ultimate fraggers map. The ultimate, I just want to get in your face and do damage 24/7 map. And I think both these guys are going to be very friendly to that style.
Put some respect on mickzerofive name, okay? Educate me. Is it something else? Or is Jillwin's just fishing for some tilt? He was the founder of... But yeah, which champion do you favor on this one?
Look, the Galena has a lot of really good play, but I think the Ranger, if utilized well, is going to be more important in more situations. I don't know. I don't see Mick letting Spud get too comfortable with the totems. I don't see Spud being too crafty with the hiding locations. And I think when it just comes down to fragging power, the Ranger comes out ahead.
Okay, yeah, I'm starting on Mike 05. Yeah, who needs to come back in this? Oh, he's guarding the... rocket launcher.
Yeah, I mean, this is perfect, right? Spud wants rockets. He knows what Mick's up to. He's not going to give him this.
Is he stream sniping?
I think he must have just had, like, the little bit of the rocket launcher model poking out.
But yeah, we have our first engagement. Spuddy jumps down to the Mega Health, and now he beeline to the Heavy. But yeah, his movement is predictable. But what? With 6 health, he gets the first frag. And just in the last map, his LG is so strong.
Yeah, I mean, I think both players had fairly predictable movement there. But Spud had the Mega. So, you know, weird, awkward fight in the middle of the map. Spud needs to get on a gun. Mick isn't quite this low. Just a starting machine gun isn't going to quite do it. It takes a long time getting to this OG, and that means that Mick's there with the pressure.
I saw MIDI.
That was huge.
Yeah, well, SpudHunter gets a full rotation. mickzero is there to greet him at the portal, but nothing connects. And the item is not there for a long time. What is he searching for?
Yeah, look, Mick's a capture the flag player. He can't time items.
Okay, his teammates does it for him.
Well, Spud's gonna have a hard time pushing in here. You've got to respect the super shotgun. It is so good. I love the swap to the heavy machine gun there. And Spud needs to really be careful. Like, it's actually a fight where I favor the super shotgun there.
Both really low.
Yeah, Spud may be underestimating Mick's stack in a few of these situations, and it's costing him quite a bit. Mick again can just play the super shotgun here.
Stopwatch.
Goes to the rockets instead, and he will go down. Again, he's going to have a shotgun spawn. Goes for the orb shotgun combo. Beautiful rockets. You know, nice, just safe angles at the ground there. You're always going to farm off enough damage.
It's... Yeah. Mike is getting in a world of hurt as soon as he spawns. Now, he did some great damage, so this time it's great to try to follow this up, but Spuddy's rockets are connecting at his feet.
Ooh. Yeah, I like the idea, but the timing just wasn't quite right. And with how Mick's rockets have been, once you've rocket jumped yourself into that corner, he is just going to hit. But yeah, I mean, you know, really lovely fighting coming out from both players here. Again, Mick's rockets are so good.
Yeah.
Orbs himself out of harm's way.
Yeah, I don't know if it was intentional, but he even he aimed his rocket at the side of the pillar for extra damage.
100% intentional. So, I mean, we really just have like a clash of Spud's OG versus Mick's rockets at this point. 1,000 damage coming out from Spud's OG, 1,000 damage coming out from Mick's rockets. Mick doing pretty much all of his damage just with rockets. Spud spreading some of his out over to the LG, the rockets as well. Nice little totem nest there. Mick, you know, doesn't really seem to be aware of these totems.
Through the air. Spuddy had some trouble connecting his LG, but it connected in the end. Oh, and he rocket jumps himself into a 120 blast from mickzerofive. Ooh, gets the heavy.
Yeah, I mean, it's always the classic thing on this map. You get the frag, but then your opponent respawns with quite a lot more than you do. That was a weird situation. I don't know how that rocket went better for Spud, but it did. And now he can think about holding this mega comfortably. Drops down fairly early, but Mick is nowhere in sight to put any kind of pressure down. Mick is just thinking about this heavy right now, and he's going to have a big problem. Spud is swinging in hard here. Or not. Spud is looking for mid-map damage as Mick exits the heavy. Spud probably thinks the heavy's a little bit earlier than it is, so it gives him more space than he needs to there, but it's nice safe play, and when you're 5 frags up, you know, you don't need to do anything too crazy. With how this map goes, Spud can reasonably expect to just kind of chill, and he'll win from here. Beautiful rocket. Mick tries to get away, considers jumping off the edge. He looks over the edge there, he thinks about it. Gauntlets out for Mick as he skates past. Spud needs to make some damage. He can't let Mick get away with this. Nice. Good punish.
Yeah, 17 health though, but oh, he actually does not walk to his totem.
Another totem goes off. Mick. Oh, you'd be spewing. You'd be spewing if you're Mick.
you got to be one with the bullshit.
Wise man told me that. Mick's gonna pick up the Mega, but he's not gonna get very far with it. And yeah, Mick looks like he is a broken man. You know, I think we have a frag limit of 20 set, right?
No, we're going through the 100 if possible.
We're going all the way.
True.
All the way to 10 minutes, or until one player gets fed up of tripping over totems and disconnects.
True, but still he's soldiering on, and some people might even say there's still time. Well, there's 4 minutes.
This map can swing, right? This map has a lot of potential to swing around. I mean, Spud just gets his 3rd totem up, so this little nest at the Tribal bounce pad, you know, it's gonna do a lot of magic for him. Like that, right? That's a completely free engagement there for Spud. He has this heavy, as long as he doesn't dilly-dally too long, right? Get in, get around, get in. Come on, don't let him take Mega. Don't let him take Mega.
Oh, we have. Is it a tactical orb? I don't think so, because he left the Mega health. Oh, as soon as it spawns, he orbs.
If he
away.
picked up Mega as he orbed away, that would have been Galaxy. Like, orb in your opponent's face with the super shotgun as you pick up Mega, Galaxy Brain. Galaxy Brain. Don't give Mick this part. There really is no reason to go for it. Just awkward range there, and Mick, you know, even without the orb, able to really utilize the plasma. But Spud knows exactly how much he's done, knows how good that super shotgun spawn can be. He's going to get in here. Both players, you know, kind of keen to move away from that Mega a little bit too soon, but it's fine, right? Spud's looking for the right kind of stuff. I don't think Mick has a rocket off of this spawn. He does have a rocket. He only has a rocket off of this spawn, and a rocket launcher is all Mick needs. Like he hits good rockets, he just has no stack, and he has no idea when the heavy is, so he's just sitting there, well, sitting there waiting to get owned, basically.
Yeah, gets greeted by the rockets. Spuddy, who has still the triple stack totems in play. Yeah, I think no care in the world.
Ooh.
Repent.
I overestimated Mick's map knowledge, I guess, for managing these totems here. You know, he really has not been on top of it, and Spud has been getting away with murder.
But it's also something, if you're not, if this isn't on the top of your mind, it's something that you will see in the vault and think to yourself, ah, crap.
Mick, he thought there was a frag limit. There is no frag limit.
Okay. Yeah, Spuddy takes this second map. With quite a convincing score.
8,000 damage orbs, so 2018. Oh, it takes me back, Westy. It takes me back to the good old days of SpudHunter's Golden Potato. You know, players like Westy hitting huge, meaty, insta-gib Ranger orbs. It was a different time. It was a different world. And there we go. mickzerofive has left the building.
Yes. GG's.
What flag does Mick have? I think that's is that a Hungarian flag? I don't know my European flags that well. Yeah, that's the flag of Hungary.
Okay, yeah, well, I say let's just go back to lobby and let's start the next one.
Italy on the side. I like that answer more. Sweet. Alright. Nice. Really great showing from the SpudHunter there. You know, pure class on that second map. He just knew what he was doing more than Mick. Those were well-placed channel points for all the people betting there.